Yeah, so I've actually always loved archaeology and anthropology, like irrationally, but I've also always loved tech. So with my granddads especially, like they taught me about like World War II planes, and I was reading my granddad's tech magazines, etc. But I didn't really know how to combine them, and I wasn't even thinking about it. And after I finished uni, I needed to pay rent in London, which, as you all know, is even more expensive now than it was then. And they didn't take me into the British Museum, so I had to be quick and adaptive, and I ended up in Palantir Technologies. And very, very quickly it clicked that basically I spend my entire time explaining to people what tech is and why not to be afraid of it, which is actually a very anthropological job. So I ended up bridging the kind of huge gap that has been here for millennia between humans and technology, and so I became this tech archaeologist, and I love it. So I'll start with the second question because that's a little bit easier. There's loads of comparisons that we can draw. None of them is going to be like exact because AI is so complex and so different. But for me personally, it's the invention of the printing press, because you had basically information and the recording and transmitting of information that used to be reserved for a very small elite, for example, monks that used to write and record big chronicles. And suddenly you had the printing press, and you had millions of people suddenly being educated, becoming literate, and having those books where they could check and verify and ponder that information. And it's no wonder that in parallel you had, for example, the schism between the Catholic Church and the Protestants, and this huge break that is still echoing in Europe today. So I find that very interesting. I think AI is democratizing the access to information, but it's also giving us the opportunity to kind of let go of some of the repetitive work that we've put on our backs during the Industrial Revolution and have a nice, happy life. So it's up to us to allow it to do that for us and actually enjoy our lives and not just work and toil and cry about it. So yeah, I see huge potential in that. So one of the earliest clay tablets in Mesopotamia, as well as big thinkers that we love like Aristotle and Plato, used to really complain that the young have access to technology and that society is disintegrating. So this kind of narrative that the young have it easy and our traditions will be out of the window, we've always said that, like since the dawn of time. So I actually, of course, I'm worried, especially about social media, and I'm wondering how I'm going to grasp with that as a parent. But I think the only way forward is education. Like the tech is out there, the Pandora's box is open for better or worse, and we need to teach children, especially cybersecurity and about the digital footprint. For my child particularly, I hope that she will be able to do jobs that don't even exist yet, and that she'll be able to be creative and really democratize her access to knowledge. So I'm really looking forward to using as a fun tool to create apps together, visualize archaeological sites, obviously, or learn anything in the world that she wants to. So again, this is just me speaking. Maybe I'll win a Nobel Prize for this if I get this right, but it's a very difficult topic. But we have a think tank called Civilisational Resilience where we're actually creating a board game and a card game, and we've identified these 12 skills like history awareness and decoding symbolism and things like well-being that I think are really important areas to get right in order to be resilient and basically face any technological change that comes towards us, whether that's AI or Web3 or anything else. And I think that through being able to decode your surroundings and be autonomous and be decisive and be able to discern the huge amount of information that is coming towards us is going to be really key. So becoming this cloud hunter-gatherer, I think. Technology is not just about zeros and ones, it's open to everyone. It's a very interdisciplinary thing, and if someone like me, an archaeologist, can do it, so can you. So just be confident, and just because the job doesn't exist yet, don't be afraid to create it. So actually recently I've been coaching a lady who is becoming an AI ethnographer, which is a combination of data analytics and then a data strategy and data consulting, and basically being able to take that and work with customers to create these really unique stories and these really unique journeys to actually help them understand the data, not just like in zeros and ones, but conceptually. So that's an idea, but there's thousands and thousands more. So just be brave and learn and educate yourself. It's going to be fine.